If you didn't know, these videos were streams. Twitch.tv/QaptainSlander. Go over there and follow up so you can see when I go live. But usually, when I start up these streams, I put on a random song, right? And I just let it play. Most of the time, it's just, you know, a random instrumental. But this time, this one is not necessarily my bad timing instrumental, but it's the title represents what I'm about to do. We gonna keep on you. What do I mean by we gonna keep on you? It means that every single time one of these executives say some dumb shit, button just gonna wait forever. We gonna be on this type timing. We gonna be on this type timing. Cause what do you mean GTA 6 deserves to be $100? But before I even get mad, I get upset and all of that. First off, like and subscribe to the video. That's the first thing you should get into. But first, I'm gonna look for the direct quote and look for the context behind the quote before I talk about this further, before I talk about this in depth. Because sometimes, you know, articles be having crazy headlines that draw people in, to get people to read, to get people to watch. So I'm gonna look at the quote, find a quote in the article and read that part first. Then I'm gonna talk about the topic. Speaking in an interview with Esports Insider, oh yeah, it's about to be some dumb shit. If I had to name one of the communities with the craziest dead ass takes in gaming, has to be the esports community. That whole esports wannabe pro streamer ass community, fucking gamers, them niggas be having the worst takes known to mankind. Designer Chris Stockman, designer director on the first Saints Row in 2006, claimed that Rockstar charging $100 for the game wouldn't necessarily make it the industry standard. Bullshit. They're the only ones that can get away with it. He said, I don't think it's a rising tide that floats all boats. I think that there'll be a tremendous amount of backlash if everyone switched to $100. Not all games are created equal. But while many people are urging Rockstar to stick to a $70 or $80 price tag, hey, be bold, bitch, be bold, go down to 60. Stock whatever actually hopes that GTA 6 costs more. I think GTA 6 is the only one that can get away with it, and I hope they do. I really hope it's $100. I think it deserves to be $100. Nigga, you ain't even played a game. Fuck you mean it deserves to be $100? This game could launch and be an unoptimized piece of dog shit with boring gameplay. What do you mean it deserves to be $100? You never played the game. The game ain't out. How do you know? How? I swear, we gotta tie up some niggas and prevent them from being allowed to talk, because this was a stupid tier take. Fuck you mean it deserves to be $100 for a game? And the way this quote reads, it reads like he was trying to convince himself, yeah. So what I think happened, and this is all alleged. This is all alleged. But tinfoil hat time. The way that he's talking in this quote, I think that GTA is the only one that can get away with it. And I hope they do. Wait, hold on. Where is it? So I can show you what this shit looks like. All right there. Give me 1 second. I gotta find it. How much? The way this quote reads is like somebody was standing just out of frame and he was like, yeah, I think GTA is the only one that could get away with it. And I hope they do. I really hope it's $100. I think it deserves to be $100. Like, it sounds like he had said this take at gunpoint. How crazy this sounds. And like, the greater point of what he's saying, wait, hold up, I need the BT music. The greater point of what he's saying, where I will give him credit, is yes, Grand Theft Auto is basically the only game that can get away with charging $100 for its new version, its next edition, despite the industry standard being $30 cheaper. God forbid if we're including indie games, it'll be like $20 to $30 cheap. I mean, like 30 to foot. My brain is freezing. And if we include indie games, we're talking about $50 to $60 cheaper than what they're charging. But despite that, yes, Grand Theft Auto is the only one that can get away with that. But, and this is a big but, like he said, rising tides don't raise all ships. And as a consumer, as a person who is a consumer, I feel like, not even I feel like, I know for a fact, most people my age range and down don't understand consumer rights. Because a lot of the stuff that I was taught in school that helped me out in life, my teachers had to go off curriculum to teach. Because real shit, since I graduated high school and I passed the whatever the standardized test that we was given at the time, I have never needed to use the knowledge of the Fertile Crescent. But I do need to understand stuff like, what are consumer rights? What is your job as a consumer? A lot of people don't understand the phrase bang for your buck. So let me break it down here. As a consumer, your job is to go, what is the most amount of value I can get while spending the least amount of money? So if I can get $40 of value for $40, that's cool. But they're offering $100 worth of value for $40 worth of value. So I'm gonna go over there. Also, the economy is crazy right now. Why would you want games to be more expensive? It's already hard for most people to afford games. You want it to be even harder for people to afford games? Like, it's people out here struggling right now to the point to where they selling their PS5s and stuff because they can't afford to even play the PS5. They don't have time for it. It's just a financial strain, a financial burden for them. So in the midst of a crisis where hood niggas is going hood bankrupt normally, regularly, where they're all selling their PS5s, they PCs and stuff like that en masse, you're encouraging them to charge more for their game? I just can't get behind that, bro. I just can't get behind that, because I would love if Grand Theft Auto 6, imagine if Grand Theft Auto 6 came out and it was $20. That would shake up the industry. Because remember, physical games is not the leading way that games are sold. It's mostly digital. So imagine if GTA 6 comes out and it's $50. That would be amazing. But if we got people left and right doing and saying this, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. But the simple fact of, you gotta realize at the end of the day, Rockstar is a company. Rockstar is a corporation. They are going to charge you what they can get away with. And also keep in mind, I don't know if he's still actively in the development process, but this dude is a developer. So of course, he wants more people to spend money on games, and he wants games to be of a higher price. Because the more games cost, the more his pockets get full. He's a developer. But I'm telling you, we're developing a tolerance to bullshit over here on this side. I'm telling you, we are developing a tolerance to bullshit on this side. What did I tell you about me being a Dr. Umar of gaming? I gotta say it a third time. We are developing a tolerance to bullshit on this side. This is a take. Honestly, this is a take. You need to ball up. You need to write this take on a piece of paper. Throw everything about that take on your mind onto that piece of paper, and then ball that paper up, shred it, throw it in an incinerator, use the ashes to fuel a tree that'll maybe one day turn into a piece of paper with an idea that's 10 times better than this dog shit ass idea. Can't believe this. Games is already $70 for the standard edition, and this nigga talking about, oh, GTA 6 should be 100. You know good and damn well that every game out there, like, what you gotta also realize is that a lot of these game studios aren't truly ran by the people that work at the studio. They're really ran by the old farts behind a desk somewhere that just look at numbers that are super duper millionaire, billionaire. Those are the people really running these companies. You think they understand good gameplay? No, they're gonna see they charge $100 for their game. They're gonna say, wait, they charge $100 and their game was successful? Well, if I charge $100, my game will be successful. Because people follow trends. Look at the Battle Royale trend. To this day, we still got Battle Royales coming out. A good Battle Royale hasn't released since before 2018. Excluding Warzone, because that's attached to Call of Duty. Free Call of Duty in any capacity is always gonna do numbers. But you niggas is not Call of Duty. Battlefield is adding a Battle Royale mode, but you niggas is not Battlefield. Battlefield is on their 6th mainline entry. So it's like these old farts in offices, all they know how to do is dick ride and ride trends. That's all they know how to do. So while you think, oh, everybody else isn't gonna do that because blah, 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 a lot of these old farts clearly haven't been making business decisions that make sense. Because if that was the case, something like Ubisoft would have never existed, because them trying to make it a yearly game ruined it. These gaming execs would not make dumbass decisions if somebody who can get away with that does it. But that's not the case, so here we are with niggas saying, Grand Theft Auto should be $100. Now that I'm off that little rant, I'm gonna make this its own video, but I'm also talk about more stuff. But if you are on Twitch right now, what I need you to do is stay tuned. If your browser says stream ended, I did end stream, just restart it. For those of y'all on the YouTube watching, let me know what y'all thinking about this. I don't even care about likes and subscribes anymore. Just tell me what y'all think about this, and we could go from there. Because like, I think this is a wild ass decision. This is a wild thing to say, like wild decision to make, and I truly don't understand it. Like, this decision on all fronts baffles me, and let me know if it baffles you, or even if you're on the side of him with this, let me know, because I want to hear y'all thoughts, because this, my thoughts is, nah nigga, shut up.